Next. In from the cold. Lucy has further news for you. I assume you're curious about how matters have progressed here in your absence. Quite well, as it happens. I was just here. I haven't left. I wasn't absent. Now that we've procured ceruleum from Tapper's Den, the recently repaired heaters can provide much needed warmth. Furthermore, we've prepared sufficient food for everyone. Those from Tertium shall find a hot meal waiting upon their arrival. There's one for you, so go ahead and get some well-earned rest. I believe that we're capable of wielding a ladle or two without your assistance. On your way, might I ask you to seek out your Stola? She was but recently attending to the wounded, but she's meant to be taking a rest herself. See that she is. Have you ever tried to tell your Stola what to do? How did I miss you? Does that mean there's one over here? Oof. Well. That'll be figured out later. I don't care anymore. Little kid made me a bit of... Well, I do care. That was another kid. Nope. I only need 3 more. Let's get these done real quick. So what are we doing? I didn't read the text at all. I just know you're following me. Cool. Guess I'm escorting you here. Noted. That's a big backpack. Oh, we're taking supplies to, Capper's something? It'll be some time yet before we've mapped the entirety of this vast expanse. It stretches north as far as the eye can see, unhospitable to even the hardiest of explorers. It's a wonder that the Garleans survived it all, let alone went on to form the Empire. Seeing the Magna Glacius with my own eye, however, I've gained some understanding of their disposition. And that is... what? Oh my goodness. Ugh. So ceruleum is just oil, it looks. That is an oiling rig. This is only hearsay, but I've been told those masses are formed when ceruleum bursts forth from the earth and comes into contact with the surrounding water, freezing instantly and capturing that moment of violence forevermore. What? Those? The water mixed in it prevents the ceruleum from being set aflame, so we can't use it as fuel without for refinement. The amount of ceruleum you get after all that work is barely worth the trouble. Pure ceruleum is wrested straight from the earth. That's what those rigs you see off in the distance are doing, so I've heard. I don't think you've just heard. You seem well versed. Oh, the moon. Here we are, safe and sound. Couldn't have done it without you, friend. That's all left. Now all that's left is to deliver the good. Let's enter those caves and get some shelter from the freezing winds, eh? Yes. 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 No. Yes. No. It's always faster on a chocobo. Rapid fire. Complete. Okay. Who's the gem trader? Okay, you are available to talk to now. You weren't earlier. And I was bothered. Mightily so. Blah, blah, blah. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Temple Knight. Oh, well, that's fair. Ah, you made some quick time. Olasus. That actually sounds familiar. Where was he? I don't know why that sounds familiar, but what did I get? Okay. Let's go grab that Chocobo Porter and then head back to Camp Broken Glass. Finish this MSQ story. Quest, not story. The story is part of the quest. The quest is not the story. Yeah. As I was saying. You know, maybe this... yeah, I don't think he was here until just now. Yeah, he definitely wasn't. Oh, I should have taken the Chocobo. That would have been interesting. Oh, I should repair my gear. Yep. Wait, what was that? Successfully completing local fates will allow for the safe delivery goods in the region, increasing the total of number of items for exchange. Does that mean this is unlocked now for here? That is the case. Okay. Goofy. I'm pretty sure it's rank 2 for the speed upgrades. If I'm remembering how Shadowbringers did it. So we'll work on that in a minute too. Yes, I have been taking proper breaks and imbuing sufficient water. Imbibing. But what of the Warrior of Light? You and the twins have an established history of reckless disregard for your own well-being. We're all fortunate that none of you landed yourselves in my care. I've already quite enough to deal with, between the tempered and the first wounded. Alas, though I can mend their bodies, the toll their experiences have taken on their hearts and minds is another matter altogether. For their sakes, we mustn't waver. Nor must we rush ahead in eagerness to see the day wan, in so doing, fight disaster. Upon settling down for several cutscenes will play in sequence. Set aside sufficient time. Pee break. Yeah. I'm gonna go pee. Let's do this real quick. Alright. 1 second. I have made my return. But, we're gonna continue. I did just remember that I forgot to take my medicine, so here we go. Maybe that'll help out. Oh, get some more focus. Alright. So the 85 million cutscenes awaiting us. Hey!
Is that all of them?
The last of those who agreed to join us, yes.
We left heaters and provisions for those who wish to stay behind. They won't last forever, but hopefully they'll last long enough.
For now, I think everyone's earned a rest. We'll see to those in need of medical attention, so take the others with you and get yourselves some hot soup.
Warmth. At last.
Marvelous, isn't it? All thanks to the resourceful machinists of Ishgard, I might add. On their behalf, I bid you warm yourself to your heart's content.
Hold on. Your people might have scribbled a few things on a piece of parchment, but it was our Leminson Smiths that put the bloody things together.
Well, be that as it may, we single-handedly got the interior heating up and running again, didn't we?
The hells you did! We were there every step of the way.
We? You barely raised a finger to help, you ale-sodden reprobate.
I did a damn sight more than you, you lily-livered bilge rat.
Take that back!
Make me.
I will not stoop to your level.
Here. At ease, man. There's nothing funny in it. I'm from Alamigo, but was a conscript until recently. Used to eat this with the officers.
Apparently, it's adapted from a steppe recipe. This is my first time trying it, and I have to say, it's not half bad.
It's a bit too flavorful for my liking.
Perhaps compared to what you're used to.
The most elven thing I think that could have been said. It's not bland enough for me.
It's the little things that make life worth living, don't you think?
Why am I emotional? The flower.
I know this is not a dream, and yet... I felt the same way at the Dragon Song War's end. Every morning I would step outside and need to be reminded that it wasn't my imagination, that my world had been forever changed. And just as I had grown accustomed to the idea, again you change my world in ways I never thought possible. Were it not for you and your fellow scions, the rifts between man and dragon and myriad tribes might never have been bridged. The Grand Company of Eorzea, the Ilsabard contingent. We owe it all to you. We've shed many tears in recent days, of pain and sorrow, triumph and joy. I much prefer the latter.
We often don't have the luxury of choice. No. As do I.
I'm honored to fight by your side. As an Eorzean and Garlean both, I shall do all in my power to bring my peoples together.
It is a remarkable achievement. Everything that I and the Populares had hoped for, and more.
Would that it had come sooner.
Indeed. Too many are not here to see it. And yet, there is a warmth in my breast, as if they still share in this moment.
Yes, I know what you mean. On a night like tonight, the wind and cold seem to pass me by.
On behalf of the Valiant Empire, thank you for inviting me today.
Oh no.
Emperor Varus?
They are being tempered. The talismans. Quickly!
No.
Save me, brave hero! My lord has requested your presence, and I would hate to disappoint him.
Kidnapped. Alright, we're not going to bed.
The experiment was a success, but I fear our time is short. I shall begin the preparations.
What are you doing to me?
Now, it is time for you to awaken.
What?
Good morrow to you. Here, have a taste before it gets cold. Oh, but be sure to remove your helmet. Take a moment, too, to familiarize yourself with that borrowed flesh.
What?
So, how does it feel? I, for one, find those first moments within a new body to be most refreshing. We had a Magitech engineer by the name of Aulus to thank for this method of soul extraction and implantation. I believe the two of you met briefly in Alamigo. His was a rather sticky end, wasn't it? Thankfully, he was thoughtful enough to leave behind his mind-jack technology. I took the liberty of making some improvements and selecting you as my esteemed test subject.
This is such a pain in the arse.
Come now. To us Asians, it is no different from trying on new clothes. Why not make the most of it by partaking in this fine cuisine? I must say, I have gone to great lengths to reunite you with my lord. When I discovered that his friend was in this neck of the woods, I suggested inviting you over for dinner. He never deigned to respond, but I took his silence as a resounding yes. Oh my! Daddy is pleased his grumpy little boy has finally found his playmate. Exposition is in order. The Garlean Empire has long outlawed all forms of religion. No gods to worship, no risk of summoning. Brilliantly simple. But people being people must turn to something or
Oh my
someone
God.
in their hour of need. Who then?
Oh my god, really?
Why, His Radiance the Emperor, of course.
They made him a... They turned him into a primal.
As you have observed firsthand, Garlemald has seen better days. The legendary Solus Zosgalvus, dead. Provinces near and far in open rebellion. Our bold new emperor assassinated. And that last one even sparked a civil war. What rotten luck. The people cried out for salvation. Their earnest pleas, one might even call them prayers, a supplication united for the Empire to reclaim her former glory. And so their will did manifest, channeled through the corpse of none other than Emperor Varus himself. And lo, the Savior was born, the embodiment of the Garlean spirit, their anima. It calls to its subjects, compelling them to take up arms and fight. And just as the wealth and power gravitate towards the Empire's capital, so too does ether from every corner of the globe. The towers with which you and your allies have been so preoccupied were created as an extension of Anima itself. An ingenious design. Would you not agree, my lord?
Does the pursuit of prey you have bested before excite you? Of course not. Absent the challenge, the thrill, your prize is a hollow victory. Butchery. Perhaps you think that to be the extent of my promise. I have no doubt fallen in your estimation since Alamigo. Fair enough. But do not let your disdain deprive us, of an opportunity to craft an even more majestic moment of euphoria. I have been honing my craft as I set the stage for our reunion. Wheresoever there is suffering and despair, you appear to fulfill your duty as defender of this star. The chaos and destruction that my hordes have wrought are my gifts to you alone. At a loss for words? No matter. As you will learn, I have only just begun.
Oh, will you not finish your meal?
There is only one thing that can sate my hunger, and it would seem my friend has lost her appetite. I hoped this display of civility might prove an entertaining diversion, but clearly we are above such pretensions. While my lifeless body was in the possession of the Ascian, I too claimed another's as my own. It was an enlightening experience to fight in an unfamiliar form. Flaws and failings in my technique were plain to see. Whence rises one's true strength? The flesh? The soul? Perhaps you should like to discover the answer for yourself. together.
No, no, no. No.
Oh dear! Whatever would happen if my lord were to greet your friends as you? I shudder to imagine what carnage he would wreak. We'd better hurry if we want to avert the bloodbath. You can thank me later for my generosity.
What? What? What is happening?